you need the...
No.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'krot of Megillah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim l'avotenu b'yamim ha'olim b'zman hazeh.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Amen. So those three blessings, we thank God for commanding us to read the Megillah. We thank God for all that God has done for us in years past. And we thank God for arriving at this moment. Friends, also, you'll note these noodles, pool noodles, will be here all year long. So bar and bat mitzvah students coming up, look forward to an amazing, amazing window for you to do your bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah.
We are so thrilled to have some kiddos for the first chapter. I'm going to ask that Noah Levy, Mark Bonder, Brian Baskov, and Noah Haas come up onto the bima. They will be reading the first chapter.
Adults, I'm just going to tell you right now, be prepared to feel very insecure about your Hebrew skills. Because these kids are unbelievable.
And for those that are curious about what to expect in the first chapter, we have King Ahasuerus throwing a lavish feast. And does anyone know where the feast is taking place? Shushan, exactly, in Shushan, and Queen Vashti refuses to appear before him, and she is then removed after advisors warned that her defiance could inspire other women.
That's why I got my shoe shined for this, because it's in Shushan. Oh, if you thought that was bad. All right, our first reader.
Vayehi bimei Achashverosh, hu Achashverosh, hamalech mehodu v'yad kush, she'evaves chimomea ha'medina bayamim hahem keshe'evet hamelech Achashverosh. Al kiseh malchuto, asher b'Shushan habira, bishnat shalosh lemelcho, asa mishteh lechol sarav avadav, chel paras umadai, afartemihim, v'sarei hamedinot lefanav.
Beautiful.
Harato et osher kevo malchuto v'et yar tifer gedulato yamim rabim shmonim u'me'at yom uvimlot hamim ha'ele asa hamelech lechol ha'am hanimtayim b'Shushan habira lemigadol v'ad katan mishte shivad yamim v'chatzar ginapitan hamelech.
Hur karpash utechelet achuz v'chol levut v'agaman aglilei chesef v'avodei shesh mito zahav v'chesef ach ritzpat hayat v'shesh bedar v'socharet.
Hashkot v'klei zahav v'helim mekelim shonim v'yei mahut rav keyad hamelech.
Wow. How about a round of applause for our chapter 1 readers? Beautiful.
Unbelievable. For chapter 2, it's a family affair. Sophie Bonder and Rabbi Bonder will be reading the second chapter. A search is going to be held for the new queen, and Esther, a Jewish orphan raised by her cousin, what's her cousin's name? Mordechai, is chosen as queen, but she hides her identity. Mordechai then uncovers a plot to assassinate the king.
Sounds scary. Okay.
Ahar hadvarim ha'ele keshol hamat hamelech ahasherosh zahar et vashti ve'et asher asata ve'et asher nigzar alea vayomru narei hamelech mishartav yevakshu lamelech nerot betulot tovot mareh.
So we are setting up, and now we have an introduction of some folks you'll know. Ish Yehudi Haya Beshushan Habira Ushmo Mordechai Ben Yair Ben Shimi Ben Kish Ish Yemini Asher Hogla Mirushalayim Im Hogla Asher Hogleta Im Yachanya Melech Yehuda Asher Hogla Nebuchadnezzar Melech Bavel Vayehi Omen et Hadassah Hi Esther Bat Dodo Ki Ein La'av Va'em Vehaneara Yefat Toar Vetovat Mareh Uvi kabetz betulot sheni tu Mordechai Yoshev bishar melech en Esther magadeta moladeta ve'et ama kasher tziva lea Mordechai ve'et mamar Mordechai Esther osa kasher hayta be'omna ito. Oh, no round of applause for me. I'm just kidding. No, go on. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. Okay, great. All right. So, yeah, that's right. So, okay. All right, go ahead.
Chapter 3, we have none other than Cantor Murley reading. And this is when we hear that Haman is promoted and demands honor from all. Mordechai, refuses to bow, and enraged Haman persuades the king to issue a decree ordering the destruction of all of the Jews in the entire empire.
I hate that guy. Come on. Round of applause for Cantor Murley, please.
Woo!
Yes. Cantor Murley, you mentioned that word poor. Like, what a poor guy that Haman was. But, yes, it means lots. And is there a holiday named? Lots of holidays. No, not that kind of lots. What kind of lots? There's a lot of randomness in this story. Purim is a lottery. It's how Haman chooses to, kill it. Yeah. Keep up, friends. Keep up. Sorry, Rabbi.
For the fourth chapter, we're calling out Mary. Mordecai urges Esther to intervene with the king. Though approaching the king uninvited is dangerous, Esther agrees after calling a 3-day fast for all the Jewish people, declaring that she will risk her life to save everyone else.
In every province that the king's command and decree reached, there was great mourning among the Jews, with fasting, weeping, and wailing, and everybody lay in sackcloth and ashes. When Esther's maidens and eunuchs came and informed her, the queen was greatly agitated. She sent clothing for Mordecai to wear, so that he might take off his sackcloth, but he refused. Thereupon Esther summoned Hathach, one of the eunuchs whom the king had appointed to serve her, and sent him to Mordecai to learn the why and wherefore of it all. Hathach went out to Mordecai in the city square in front of the palace gate, and Mordecai told him all that had happened to him and all about the money that Haman had offered to pay into the royal treasury for the destruction of the Jews.
Beautifully done, Mary. Thank you. Next, we have the 5th chapter. I'm calling up Jack, who is in an unbelievable costume. Yes, another witch. Esther approaches the king, and she then finds favor. She invites the king and Haman and two private banquets. Haman, elated yet upset at Mordecai's continued defiance, builds gallows to hang him.
ויהי ביום השלישי ותלבש אסתר מלכות ותעמוד בחצר בית המלך הפנימית נוכח בית המלך, והמלך יושב על כיסא מלכותו בבית המלכות נוכח פתח הבית. ויהי כראות המלך את אסתר המלכה עומדת בחצר, נשא חן בעיניו, ויושט המלך לאסתר את שרביט הזהב אשר בידו, ותקרף אסתר ותיגע בראש השרביט. ויאמר לה המלך, מה לך אסתר המלכה, ומה בקשתך עד חצי המלכות ויינתן לך. ותאמר אסתר, אם על המלך טוב, יבוא המלך והמן היום אל המשתה אשר עשיתי לו. ויאמר המלך, מהרו את המן לעשות את דבר אסתר. ויבוא המלך והמן אל המשתה אשר עשתה אסתר. ויאמר המלך לאסתר במשתה היין, מה שאלתך ויינתן לך, ומה בקשתך עד חצי המלכות ותעש. ותען אסתר ותאמר, שאלתי ובקשתי. אם מצאתי חן בעיני המלך, ואם על המלך טוב, לתת את שאלתי ולעשות את בקשתי, יבוא המלך והמן אל המשתה אשר אעשה להם, ומחר אעשה כדבר המלך. ויצא המן ביום ההוא שמח וטוב לב, וכראות המן את מרדכי בשער המלך, ולא קם ולא זע ממנו, וימלא המן על מרדכי חמה. ויתאפק המן ויבוא אל ביתו וישלח ויבא את אוהביו ואת זרש אשתו.
Nicely done, Jack. For for chapter 6, I'm inviting up Bob Zosmer, the king, unable to get some good sleep, reads the Royal Chronicles and discovers that Mordecai was never really rewarded for saving his life. Ironically, Haman is ordered to publicly honor Mordecai in the city.
And Bob automatically wins Best Dressed of the Evening.
Vayomer Hamelech leHaman Maher Kach et avush v'et asus kasher dibarta v'asachen leMordechai hayudi hayoshe b'shar hamelech atapel davar mikol asher dibarta vayikach Haman et avush v'et asus Vayabesh Mordechai vayarkivehu berchov ha'ir vayikra lefanav kacha yaseh el ha'ish asher hamelech hafetz bikaro vayasha Mordechai el shar hamelech v'Haman nidchat el beito avel v'chafui rosh vayasaper Haman lezeresh ishto Ulechol ohavav et kol asher karahu vayomru lo chachmav v'zeresh ishto imizera haYehudim Mordechai asher achilota linfol lefanav lo tuchalo ki nafol tipol lefanav odam midabrim imo v'sarisei hamelech higiu liv vayiv hilu lehevi et Haman El Hamishter Asher Asa Esther. Thank you.
Let's go, Red. Oh, sorry.
Red Sox, let's go Red Sox. For this, for the 7th chapter, we have Rabbi N. At the second banquet, Esther reveals her Jewish identity and later exposes Haman's plot to kill the Jewish people. The king is enraged and Haman is killed and he prepares for Mordecai to take over.
Vayomer Hamelech Hashverosh Vayomer Lester Hamalka Mihu Ze Vezeu Asher Malad Lebo Lasot Kain Vatomer Esther Ish Tsar Vayo Haman Araze. I skipped a page. Vaman. Skipped another page. What did I do? All right. Ve'aman nivad mivnei hamelech hamelka ve'hamelech kam bechamato mimishtei hayayin el niga bidan ve'haman Amad vevakesh al nafsho mister hamalka ki ra'a ki kalta elav hara'a me'el hamelech ve'hamelech shav mignat habitan et beit mishtei hayayin ve'aman No, fel mitzah asher ester alecha vayomer hamelech hagam nivrosh et hamalka imi babayit hadavar yatzar mipei hamelech uvnei Haman chafu vayomer charvoda echad min asarisim livnei hamelech Gam hinecha etz asher asa Haman LeMordechai asher diber tov al hamelech umed beveit Haman. I said Haman. גבוה משתיתה, ויאמר המלך התוכו עליו, וידלו את המן. על העץ אשר חכים למרדכי והמת המלך. That was Hamat. He dies. It's okay. Shachacha. There we go.
Nicely done. We have 3 more chapters to go. And we have a very special surprise for chapter 10. Stay tuned. For chapter 8, I'm calling upon Wendy Rosenfeld. Mordechai is elevated to Haman's former position, and Esther then pleads for her people. A new decree allows the Jews to defend themselves against their enemies throughout the empire. Sounds great.
Why? Because I'm short. Bayom hahu natan hamelach Hashvaros leEsther hamalka et Beit Haman. Sarera Yehudim uMordechai ba lifnei hamelech he hagida Esther mahu la vayasar hamelech et bato. Asher ha'ever mehaman vayitna leMordechai vatasem Esther et Mordechai al Beit Haman. Vatosef Esther vatitaber lifnei hamelech v'tipol lifnei raglav vatevek v'titchaneh lo la'avir et ra'at Haman ha'agagi ve'et machasato asher chashav al ha'Yehudim. Vayoshet hamelech leEsther et sharvit hazahav v'takam Esther v'ta'amod lifnei hamelech v'tomer im al hamelech tov ve'im matzati chen lefanav v'chasher hadavar lifnei hamelech v'tova ani be'einav yikatev lahashiv et hasfarim machashevet Haman ben Hamadta ha'agagi asher katav la'abed et ha'Yehudim asher b'chol medinot hamelech ki echacha ocha v'ra'iti v'ara asher yimsa et ami v'echacha ocha v'ra'iti v'avdan moladti.
Friends, there are so many reasons to celebrate tonight. And what I wanted to ask you is, how many sons of Haman are there? How many sons? Nice job. Does anybody know how many? How many? 10. Fantastic. There are 10 sons of Haman. Nice job. That one wasn't even intentional, but thank you for catching me. What I need to do is tell you about a very special ritual, a very special tradition. There is a tradition that when we read about the 10 sons of that guy, that we then say it all in one breath. And there is a gentleman in this room he's a good friend of Mark Bonder's, Logan Petrilli. I see him back there. Come on up. Logan is going to read for us not only the 10 sons of that guy.
And Andy Phipps as well.
And Andy Phipps as well. We good? All right. All right, so we got, so first, come on over here. Andy's going to go first.
Okay. And so, on the 13th day of the 12th month, that is the month of Adar. I think that's tonight, actually. Tonight, is it? Well, my iPhone says it's tonight. When the king's command and decree were to be executed, the very day on which the enemies of the Jews had expected to get them in their power, the opposite happened, and the Jews got their enemies in their power. Throughout the provinces of King Ahasuerus, the Jews mustered in their cities to attack those who sought their hurt, and no one could withstand them, for the fear of them had fallen upon all the peoples. For Mordecai was now powerful in the royal palace, and his fame was spreading throughout all the provinces. This man Mordecai was growing even more powerful. In the fortress Shushan, the Jews killed a total of 500 of them, including the 10 sons of Haman. When the number of those slain in the fortress of Shushan was reported on that same day to the king said to Queen Esther, in the fortress Shushan alone, Jews have killed a total of 500, as well as the 10 sons of Haman. What then must they have done in the provinces of the realm? What is your wish now? It shall be granted you. And what else is your request? It shall be fulfilled. If it please your majesty, Esther said, let the Jews in Shushan be permitted to act tomorrow as they did today, and let merrymaking and feasting, and as a holiday, and on occasion for sending gifts to one another.
Vayakoi hudim behoivehem makat hereg vehereg ve'avdan ve'asubin sonehem kirtzonam uveshushan abira hargu hudim ve'abed hamesh me'od ish ve'parshanda ve'tofim ve'tasvata ve'porata ve'tadalia ve'etordata ve'marshta ve'torisai ve'tordai ve'vaizata aseret b'nei Haman ve'tata sorei haYudim haragu uvabiza lo shalhu et yadam.
Great job, Logan. Great job, Andy.
The beauty of day
And
school.
I made sure. That was all in one breath. That was
amazing.
outstanding.
For the last, but of course not least, chapter 10, we have Ellie coming on up, another day school student. Woo! And we have the president of our congregation, Allie Kaplan. Wait until you see what she has rolled up her sleeves.
So friends, remember, okay, here's the thing. As we're getting set up here, remember what I said before. I'm not even sure if I said it, but if not, you'll learn it now. There is a phrase, venahafochu, which means everything turned upside down. That wicked man, Haman, he wanted to get rid of the Jewish people. It's unfortunately something that's it's a vibe that hasn't disappeared from our world. And thank God, everything turned on its head. Haman was unsuccessful, and everything turned upside down. We have, if you haven't met her, the president of our congregation, Allie Kaplan, and Sophie Bonder, not yet president of the congregation. For chapter 10, they are going to do a venahafochu of their own, and they are going to do a headstand as Ellie reads. All right, go for it.
Ufarashat gedulat Mordechai asher gedulo hamelech lohem hem ketuvim על ספר דברי הימים למלכי מדי ופרס כי
One verse to go.
מרדכי היהודי משנה למלך אחשוורוש וגדול ליהודים ורצוי לרוב אחד.
Done! All right! Round of applause for our readers and our headstanders. On the night when we tell our truths, I will say they were 3 words short, but so close. Friends, that